everyone. Today we'll be talking about the movie The Fifth Wave. I read this book way back in 2014-ish, a while ago, and I love the book. Honestly, if you haven't read the book, go read the book. If you hate the movie, go read the book. Okay, just if you hate the movie, make the movie motivation to go read the book, because the book is fantastic, and I guarantee you will not be able to put it down. Oh my gosh, the book was amazing. I loved it. I wish I made a video on it. I didn't make a video on it because I was so busy that summer, which was the time I read it, and I just never got around to make it. Maybe I might reread it. Now, this movie, I don't know, like, as a book lover, I probably would give it a 3 out of 5 stars. As a movie lover, maybe a 4 out of 5. Only because if you read the book and if you love the book, the movie does not meet expectations of the book, which is normal. It normally happens when books are converted into movies. They never live up to expectations. But I think someone who was going in without reading the book would really enjoy this movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. I read the book. I do believe, though, one thing I did appreciate, though, they didn't go off too far from the books. Like, yeah, there wasn't as much world building or inside. I mean, it was kind of like a da-da-da-da-da end type movie. Kind of just like all happened at once. So the movie, I think people enjoyed it if you didn't read the books. I enjoyed it and I read it, but it just did not live up to the book, which normally movies don't. One of my biggest pet peeves of movies is when movies don't change the little details. Like little details that I don't think would hurt too much. Like, for example, in this movie, Cassie's hair was blonde. In the book, it says her hair is strawberry blonde. Then it opened up with this party scene. Cassie's at this party. I don't know. I get it, they're trying to portray her as like an ordinary high school girl, just living life, and then this happens. Based on the book, Cassie's personality is not a party type person. She's more of a introvert, laid back type person, not this party, I'm going to go out and party type person. Neither was she on a soccer team. I judged the movie off on the first 4 minutes. I thought I wasn't going to like it, because like I said, first 4 minutes, they've already changed it, they kind of changed her personality around. I wasn't sure if I liked it, but then after that, like once the story really started to take off, then it started to get better, and it did stick to the book. So one thing I do appreciate about movies being converted to books, that you get to spend more details on certain things, where books more will just tell you, movies can show it to you. For example, in the book, when they were describing waves, he just describes the waves. The author doesn't go into big details of like, here's a storyline, what happened with one of the waves. It kind of just describe like, oh, the first wave was this, the second wave was this. Where I think in the movie it's really nice to be able to get more of a description detail, though I think they were out of order. I could be wrong on the detail. Like I said, it's been a while since I read the book. I think the waves were out of order in the movie, which, come on, can't we just keep them like the book? In the book, Cassie's mother dies from the plague that strikes. In the movie, they made the mother kind of seem like she got the plague from other people who got the plague by trying to help and working with the people with the plague. And in a way, I appreciate, like I said, little details that are changed. Like I said, I don't want to get too hung up over these details, because like I said, the rest of the movie stuck pretty true to the books. But I kind of like the way the movie did it. Like, I honestly gotta say, like in the book, we just hear her mother dies of this plague, which makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying the book doesn't make sense, but I kind of like the way the movie described her, like, oh, she was helping the sick, and that's how she got sick. I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way. Though I think if you were helping the sick with this plague and it was highly contagious, wouldn't you, like, at least have some, like, suit on or something, not just, like, scrubs and a mask? Now, this is one of the things I really appreciated in the book. Really appreciated in the book. So it was really cool to see it come to life with this movie. Going back to the book and technically the movie as well, the others have this whole thing going where they train like these kids and these teenagers to go off and fight what they call the aliens, the others. And so they train these kids and they send them off. But then they realize something, that they're not really killing the others. They are killing for the others. The chips that they inserted in their necks isn't a chip to track them and stuff like that. It's to make them kind of camouflage or something from the rest of the humans. Because the humans who don't have chip, brains glow green in the movie, and they see, oh, this is the others, that's why it's glowing green. They train them to kill them, when really the teenagers and the kids are doing the others' dirty work by trying to kill off the humans. The others don't have to. So basically the humans are killing the humans and they don't know it yet. I mean, I thought that was like kind of genius the way the author wrote that scene. Like, it was like, whoa, was not expecting that. Like I said, one thing I really appreciate about these books is that they're just mind-blowing, and I think the movie did a really good job capturing that, though I did feel like the movie was rushed in some points. I feel like you kind of set up, you had this world building, all of a sudden, da-da-da, the end. Movie over with. Like, I felt like there was no, like, I mean, it was a 2-hour long movie almost, so I mean, I can't complain too much because it was long, but I felt once Ben and Sam and all the other kids were training, and then, like, Cassie finds Evan, I feel like the movie kind of just flies by and that's it. And I get a movie, you're not going to get so much character description, but I feel like you don't really get to know the characters well. Like, I never got to really know Evan as well. Or Ben. Like, I didn't like Ben. I don't know. Like, I like Ben in the books. I thought the guy who played Ben was good. It's just I thought the movie kind of dumbed down his character a little. Ben's more of a, I feel like, a complex type character, and I feel like the movie kind of just, like, downplayed him a little too much. But then again, I think a lot of the characters were downplayed. Like I said, you didn't get the full effect of a lot of these characters. I feel like the only one that really got the whole effect of their character was Ringer and Sammy. Like, we started off the movie with Cassie narrating it, but then that narration kind of dies out there. Film. I think there should have been some parts where she should have narrated more, could kind of give, like, the viewers who maybe hasn't read the book kind of more insight into her character and who she is. So when all the teenagers are in that one room and they're quoting the Bible, like, when I was a child, I talked like a child, I think like the child, I thought like the child, I acted like a child. When I grew up, I put away my childish ways. So I kind of remind me of, like, a Big Brother type thing, as they're kind of, like, basically brainwashing them right now. And I remember that really old commercial from Apple. It was years ago, and, like, the Big Brother and the Olympic type person, like, if it's an old commercial, but that's what it reminded me of. So Evan, let's talk about Evan Walker and the guy who played it. I liked Evan's character. I didn't picture Evan like that in the books, but I approve of Evan Walker in the movie. Evan was a very attractive person. That kiss scene, though, I feel like they kiss at the most random points. Like, seriously, he's helping and next thing you know they're kissing. It's like, dude, come on, this is a life or death situation. We don't have time to be all making out now. So overall, I would say this movie is very generic. Like, it's kind of just the basic outline of it. Like I said, I do appreciate it. I can't complain too much about this movie because they actually did stick to the book this time. Like, how many movies do you see that are based off books and it's like we literally just took the characters' names and that's it. I do appreciate that it's actually like the book, so I can't complain too much. I just felt like it was a generic outline, but then again, you can't get too detailed in movies. Overall, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, I actually enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like the most exciting thing ever, but it was still pretty good. I enjoyed it. I mean, reviews were kind of like iffy. A lot of the reviews online were like giving it 5 out of 10 star, like half ratings. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Anyways, thank you for watching. What did you think of the movie? Put in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more bookish conversations. Thank you for watching. Bye.